Hey everybody, I'm going to give everyone a chance to jump on. We're going to go through a lot tonight, so I went live a lot earlier. I'm going to wait for everybody to get the notifications. I'm going to try to just send them out to everybody that's popping up on this little thing up here. Okay. Hey everyone, I see everybody jumping on. If you're here, drop a hello so I can see all of you. And of course my phone rings now when I'm busy. I'm going to show you how I prep cups, the benefits of sanding, of cleaning and spraying. Hey Tina. And I'm going to show you guys a lot of basics today. Rim cleaning, some glitter swirls, spray painting, wood grain. I know a lot of people were interested in that as well. And so we're going to get started. I see about 26 people here, so we're going to get started. I'm also going to show you what I drop inside of my cups for prep cards and stuff. So first off, let me take off my ring. Hey everybody, hey Sarah, hey Audra. So the past few days, and as I drop stuff, I have begun, hey Vicky, I started putting everything together. Hi Krista. Hi Denise. For certain tutorials a lot of people have asked me for. I spent a lot of time getting some orders, getting some stuff together, waiting for everything to come in the mail for you guys. Hey Deborah. Hey Kay. Let me grab the one that dropped. There were some things that I wanted to show you guys, okay? I got a couple of different orders recently, and I know some of these, hey Sherry, hey Jason, were confusing for everybody. So I went ahead, and I don't know who's calling me. They're just going to have to wait. I went ahead and got some stuff together to show you guys different things, okay? Hey Haley, so I'm hoping with going live earlier today, I know it's about dinner time for everybody, but going live earlier today, I can show you guys more and hopefully reach out to more people than late at night. Hey Jody. So, okay. You're welcome. Yeah, I just started clicking whoever showed up in the little thing down here on the screen. So I got this cup, and I'll show you guys how to do a cup with handles. All right, I'm going to show you the benefits of prepping your cup properly. And I will show you a cup that I stripped this past Saturday night. And it took forever for a neighbor who ordered a cup from someone. And the first time she got it, it had a big old bubble on it. The person had used, I think it was the Mod Podge method, and I think it was alcohol inks or mica or something like that. And the whole rim of the cup was still white from the Mod Podge. They didn't cover it. You could see the streaks in it, and there was bubbles from it being shipped in a padded envelope instead of a box. Damaged in shipping, okay? And so she sent it back, and she paid, it was a 30 ounce. She paid top dollar for that cup, okay? And she didn't like it. So she contacted the seller, who was her friend, and told them, okay, can you fix the cup for me? Seller got it done in 3 days and mailed it back. And she said, is that normal? And I said, no, not if it's properly fixed. So then she got it back again, and it was all rough and bumpy. She just wasn't happy, so I stripped it. I'm going to show you guys how I stripped it, what it looked like when it stripped, to show you the benefits of prepping, stripping, and try to cover the basics for everybody that's beginning this journey and is intimidated by any of these steps the best I can. Hey Joanne, hey Angie, hey Annie, Aurelius. Okay, so the benefits from not sanding and sanding, okay? The reason you lightly sand your cups is because you remove a whole lot of stuff you wouldn't realize is on this cup, even if you just wash it. Now, some cups in the past, I have just done the alcohol spray, okay? I have done that and started, but that's because I use the epoxy method. Most of the time, I have not had any problems with the bonding of my adhesive application, okay? So this cup right here, and I'll show you how we're going to ombre a handle cup. I know some people get intimidated by not knowing how to use or glitter and do your handle, okay? So we're going to cover that. And I'm sorry if you hear my boys echoing upstairs. They're all playing their games. They just finished all their online homework and me teaching. So I figured I'd continue teaching something I enjoy. I have a sanding block here, okay? I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to sand it. Now you can do this outside, but like I said, I'm lightly sanding this, and this I already sanded beforehand. Hold on. Matthew! Quiet. Okay. We're going to take the sanding block and you're going to lightly sand it. You will get light particles, and if you're worried about that, because I don't have a mask, I gave mine to my husband. What grit is this? This is a 220 fine. Okay, and this you can get at Lowe's, you can get at Walmart, anywhere you can buy sandpaper. Okay, I don't get a really rough grit for this because I don't want to damage the stainless steel either. You want to just scuff it up so you have a really good adhesion for your spray paint and anything else you use, okay? So you're just going to sand it. You're just going to rub this up and down, all right? And you'll see the little scuff marks as you do this. Hey, Tina. So you will see the scuff marks while you sand it, okay? And you'll see it, and it'll get a little white. And even though this is black on the bottom, I'm going to spray paint. The bottom half of this cup will be black, and this is yellow for an order I had, okay? I'm going to spray paint and epoxy right over the black. She didn't want any rims showing on this one, okay? So you're going to sand it. You're going to scuff it up. You're going to bring up all of those little fine things that are sitting on this. And you'll notice as you sand, look, you see my fingers? This is everything that's sitting on your cup when you're not sanding. Now and you won't get black when you just alcohol spray it. If you sand, this is what you're bringing up. You're bringing up everything you need to get a proper adhesion to your cup for everything you put on it. What if you buy the tumbler, the color you want to use, Chastity? I know there are people that go out there and buy a straight black cup or straight white, but even though, you got to remember, the companies still seal their colors, okay? When you put something on it, sometimes your epoxy will repel all of the sealing they did on their white or that they did on their black, okay? So I still clean it and I still spray paint. I always spray paint even if my cup is already the color I'm achieving. Does that make sense? Hey, so that's why, because even if you buy a color, say you want white and you're going to glitter it white, their colors are sealed. You want to take off what they put so your epoxy and your method does not, hold on. Nicholas! Sorry. So they adhere, okay? Always just clean it off. This is the problem with going live earlier, y'all. So you're just going to sand it, and your fingers are going to get black. That's how you know you're getting it right. Okay, you're going to sand your handle. You're going to get underneath, see? You're just going to go under it. You're going to scuff it up, and you'll see all the black coming off your cup. Okay? So then you're going to take a paper towel, which I have right here. You're going to take your alcohol spray. I fold mine up. And you're going to spritz it. Wipe it down. Remove all of the stuff that you just put on it. Okay? Yeah, Chastity, I hope that makes sense. It's just because they seal, even if you buy it straight off the counter and it's a color, even the one you're trying to achieve, if you don't at least scuff it up, you're going to have, your epoxy might not stick to whatever they use to seal their cups. See the black? Okay. This is what you're wanting to get off your tumbler when you're prepping your cup. That's the whole point of this. So then everything, your paint, your spray paint, bonds to the metal itself. It's going to seep into every little scratch you just put on here, okay? All right, and you scuff up the whole thing and you just wipe it down and you're gonna spray paint it. Hey, Catherine. All right, you're just gonna clean this nice and good. Okay, see? That's how you know it's starting to get clean, when you get less and less black. All right, and I'm gonna do the same thing with this cup. This cup, I'm not gonna show you spray painting because I'm waiting to get the red spray paint, because this is going to be a red cup. It's gonna be a red Gone with the Wind. Now, if you are on my group, my craft page, you will see the processes that I go through with my cups, the ones I've recently done. If there's something you see on there that you want me to do a tutorial on that you haven't seen on here, let me know. So when I get different orders, I'm going to try to do tutorials for you guys. Okay, and see, I'm just going through this, scuffing it up. And this is a cup I got at Michael's. Just your basic coffee cup. See the black? Look at that. That's what you want to get off your cup. All right? Proper prepping is super important. Ooh, Gone with the Wind. You'll have to share that one. Yeah. It's for a dear friend of mine. I tried to find your craft page and could not find it. Yeah, Dee, after I'm done with the live tonight, I'll drop the craft link. If any of you guys, I know Tina, I know you have it and can drop it down for them, that'd be great, since I can't really comment and do this at the same time. Oh, you alcohol it. So, yeah, so what I do when I first buy it is I wash it with Dawn dish soap. You're right about that. Then I sand it, like I just showed you. And then I wipe it down with the alcohol, and I remove all the excess stuff on your cup. Okay? This is all the nitty-gritty gross. What is your craft group, please, Beth? It's H&M Expressions. It's not really a group. It's just my business page, but I use that to help anybody else out as well. Okay? What grit are you using? I am using the 220 Fine sanding block. You don't want to use too strong of a grit and mess up your cup. All right. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, H&M Expressions. So this is prepping it. We're going to take this one outside, and I'm going to show you how you ombre your spray paint. The top part where the handle is up to here is going to be white for the yellow glitter. Down to the bottom is going to be black. Okay. So let me, all right, I'll take it out of this one. This is the cup that I recently did with the coffee sign and the rainbow swirl and the leopard print. Okay, this is curing now for the last few days with me, and then it'll be prepped. And I will show you how I clean the inside of these cups. I already got that sitting by my kitchen sink, and how I clean the rims. Okay, I figured since I have so many different phases right now that I need to work on, I'll go on live like I told you guys before and show you how I go about every single stage. The last stage in the kitchen is the final prep stage. When your tumbler is finished, it has cured for 3 days, and then you clean it on the inside where you have your spray paint, and then you clean the rim. Thank you. Yeah, that one turned out really well. I really like it. My customer was super happy with it. She wanted super girly, sparkly leopard print. So, and it came out pretty nice. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to stick it in here. Well, actually, I should have used a football. Where's one of my footballs? This one has a smaller insert. You don't want it sticking out a whole lot, because when you epoxy it, the epoxy will move up onto your foam. Okay, let me see if I can find one of the footballs. Here we go. These you get at the Dollar Tree, guys, and these work awesome as little inserts in your cups, because you can squish them and make them whatever size you need. They bend a lot more than the pool noodles. All right, and I got it at the Dollar Tree. And see, I'm just going to stick that, look, see, stick it right in there. And then I'm going to take my pipe, push it in there, get it nice and secure so it's not moving around when we take this out to spray paint it. Okay, so we're going to take this outside to spray paint it. Then we're going to come back in. And then I will show you and let this dry. And my paint only dries in an hour. Okay, so it does not take much. And then I will show you all the other steps. Okay, so I'm going to grab the phone. It's going to get a little wonky while I go outside. Okay, and then when we do the wood grain and everything like that, I'll show you the alcohol inks I used and the like that. Okay, so let me unplug this. Let me set this down. Set it like that. All right, so I'm going to take our cup. We're going to go out in the back. So just give me a second while I walk through the house. I always spray paint in a very well ventilated area. And this time, no dogs barking. I locked them up. And of course, it's during the day, so my neighbors might think I'm crazy. Okay, guys. So we're going to spray paint this. This is going to be white from the handle down and then black up here. This is the white I'm using. Okay. This is the white. This is the black. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not aiming for perfection in spray paint because you're going to glitter right over it. So that's okay. You're going to shake up your paint. Okay, I'm going to go over here. You're going to see me do from the handle down, okay? I'm trying not to get it on the phone. Okay. I thought you said yellow and black. Yeah, the glitter on this is going to be yellow and black. I don't have any yellow spray paint, so I'm just using my white. Do you get paint everywhere, or is it just me? I hold it really far out so it kind of dissipates as it goes into the air. Does that make sense? Now see, just like this. Only this part is white. Okay? And I'm letting this sit for a little bit. I do thin strips, okay? Where are you located? I'm in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, so just this half is white. The bottom half is going to be black, but we're going to do our white first. Okay? Just like that. And see, I even have all parts of that. Yes, but I painted my husband's grill one day with one. Yeah, you guys are actually sitting on my husband's grill. And that's why I stand so far back. Because he'll kill me. That would be my luck. Yeah, I spray painted this a couple of times. I painted my husband's hood on his truck. It was a dusty pink. Yeah, that happens. You got to be careful where you're spraying. He doesn't like the new pink speckles. I think he gives it character. Yeah, Amanda, you know what? Gives it a little personality. Okay, so we're going to take our black and we're going to do the bottom half. All right, I'm going to cover up this and it's going to go from top tip right here to there. And the black did get in the white, and that's fine, because you can go back through with your white. That ain't going to kill anything. Do you recommend spray painting when the customer doesn't want glitter, just the basic glitter or the basic color with some vinyls? Hi from Pennsylvania. My sister lives in Austin. Yeah, it's kind of hot here. It's cloudy because I think we're supposed to get rain. Yeah, if you're doing a basic color, I'll do spray paint. I'll do micas. If they don't want glitter, I'll do alcohol ink. You can do acrylic paint. Yeah, like everybody else said. If they don't want glitter, those are your other options. My last cup I got that I did... Ooh, I was holding it upside down too long. The last one I did was a purple mica on that can koozie I showed you guys. Okay, hold on just a second. And it's humid today, so none of this is working as well as it does in Maryland. It's chilly and super windy. Yeah, I wish. I spray paint on Lazy Susie in a box. Yeah, I don't have one, so I just do it by hand. So I'm going to fix the black. But like I said, this is going to be glittered, so it doesn't matter. I'm not the best spray painter in the world, and I never claimed to be. I don't know who keeps calling me. I'll just have to I'm gonna have to wait. I use a box in my garage to spray paint. I'm about to put the wrong cap on the wrong spray paint. I use a box in my garage. It's Boston. It's raining. Oh, I wish it was raining here. South Texas always hot. Yeah, definitely. Always hot. Okay. So now that this is going to dry, okay, I'm going to leave this outside and let it dry. The spray paint dries in an hour. I'm not allowed to paint them anymore since the grill is in it. He doesn't want me to do them now. Yeah. I think if you get it messed up, then I tell him, "Hello, honey, where do you want me to spray paint? Can you make me something?" Okay. When spray painting, do you have to get a thin coat or a thick coat? I'm a perfectionist and it drives me crazy if it's not all the same color. For spray paint, I do 2 to 3 thin coats. I just basically get the silver, the stainless steel covered. And that's what I do. And I'm just letting it dry right now. I don't think I shook my black enough because it bubbled. But like I said, even if you have imperfections, you're going to glitter it. So any imperfections in your spray paint, it's going to be covered with the glitter. So you're not going to see it. Does that make sense? Yeah, I do thin coats until it's covered. He does the box method in our shed if he misses it and gets it everywhere. So, yeah. There's many different... I just do it outside. I don't seem to get it much anywhere else. So it doesn't bother me. Oh, you have a live... Yeah, I try to go a little earlier because I'm going to cover several different things. Okay? I know everybody usually looks for me late at night, but I wanted to cover a couple of different techniques tonight. So I'm trying to see where I can set this because it's windy. And I need it to dry. And I usually set it in this thing I have, but I'm not going to do that tonight. We'll leave that there. So I wanted to show you this other glitter I have. And I was going to, but it's kind of sunny, so it's not really doing what it's supposed to. Anyway, this is called Vanishing Pink. Okay? Inside, this glitter is white. Outside, it turns pink, especially in the sun. It's a light pink right now, but it's cloudy. So that kind of opted itself out. But can you see it's a little pink right now? You only let it dry. It dries completely in an hour. Let me show you. It says it on the bottle. It covers surfaces with less spray, fast drying tip, even upside down. To handle in an hour and dry fully in 24 hours. Okay. You can see the pink. Yeah. It's really pretty. See, and it's kind of white in the dark and then it gets light outside. These are really cool. I'm putting this on a cup and she has no idea it's going to change color. I just told her it was going to be white. But she loves pink and I was like, oh, I don't have any pink. I have white. She's going to like this. It's for a fairy cup. A grandma fairy cup. It's going to be really cute. Yeah, see, this dries. Just like that, real fast. So we're going to bring everything in. I'm going to let that cup dry outside. Okay. We're going to come inside. All right, just give me a second. And then I'm going to show you how I clean the rim of a cup. Okay. Let me see how I can set this down. Anyone catch the name of the glitter? It is Glitter Chimp. Hold on, I got it right here. And a lot of other great glitter companies carry the UV reactive glitter. This is just happens to be when I bought more of the rainbow swirl glitter, that they happened to restock a vanishing glitter that night and I grabbed it. Hi, hubby. Yeah, he's getting ready for work. He's like, don't show me. He doesn't have his panda head on. Well, he has 3 massive ones, and it would take him a while to notice. Yeah. This one's really good. I think it's pretty cool. So, all right, to clean the rim, so I have to prep this cup, guys. My Golden Girls cup. This is ready to go home. This is cured for 3 days. Always, always, always let your cup cure at least 3 days before you mail it and give it to your customer, okay? If you pop these in the mail when it's not fully cured all the way underneath, you can end up with getting bubbles from your bubble wrap, however you're ending up shipping it. Hey, Joy. So this is what I use to clean the rim of my cup. Hey, Helen, glad to see you on again. I keep missing you. Hey, Tracy, yeah, I know a lot of people, because they're East Coast, they never really get to see me come on live early enough because it's always late. So I figured if I hop on a little earlier, maybe the more people that want to see these lives will get a chance to see them. How many layer of epoxies do you do? So Amanda, I have gotten a lot of conflicting information. Now I've watched another lady's live in another group and she doesn't really count her layers of epoxy, but they're so thin it doesn't really affect the weight of her cup. Now normally I would say at the max 4. If you do really good epoxy layers, you only need 4. But depending on the technique, now this lady's technique is she layers all of her images. Okay, so she'll do 1 layer of images in silhouettes, another layer of images in colors, another layer of images in words, and so on and so forth, okay? Do you ever strip your cups? If so, what do you use besides the aster? Okay. If my trash wasn't taken out, I would show you because I ended up using the rest of that can of stripper I had on that cup I had to strip. Okay, yes, me too. I always, yeah, that's why, thanks Helen, I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, I figured for all my East Coast watchers, I would go live or a little earlier. But for stripping cups, I use something called Jasco's Paint and Epoxy Remover. In the comments after this live, I will drop you a picture of what I used, and I purchased it at Lowe's, okay? It's a maroon bottle with a white lid, and it's called Jasco's Paint and Epoxy Stripper. And that strips a cup normally in like 30 minutes, and you set it outside. Do not do that indoors. You spray it on there, you let it soak into your chemicals, okay? And it all flakes off. I have a bag outside. I can show you guys what it looks like, how that one cup peeled apart, to show you how you need to do this properly, okay? So to clean the rim, this is acetone I used. I bought it at Walmart, okay? It was not super expensive. It comes in this metal can, okay? So you're going to take it on a paper towel, and I'm going to go grab a pair of gloves. I forgot. Oh, wow. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So I'm going to soak the paper towel, and see, I got a little spray paint, maybe a little pieces of epoxy and glitter on the rim. So I figured this is great to show you guys. A lot of people ask how you clean the rims of your cups without scratching, without anything else. Okay, so let me go grab a pair of gloves, the one thing I did not set over here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so because I always have like little nicks and stuff in my skin, you do not want to get chemicals on any cuts in your hand, because that is going to feel like your hand is on fire, okay? Always wear gloves when you're using any of the chemicals that you use to make your cups, okay? So we're gonna get these on, and then we're gonna strip it. Okay, is everybody following along? I'm trying not to rush, but there was a lot of steps I wanted to cover and not make this completely 3 hours. I always do 2 to 3 layers of epoxy. What is wrong with doing it like that? Cody, that's fine. With cup making, everybody does it differently. Now, I'll do the epoxy method to adhere my glitter, okay? I cover my glitter depending on if I use chunky or fine. If I use the chunky glitter, I cover it twice, then I sand, then I decal, then I cover it one more time. Sometimes another time if that cover layer did not seal properly in any way, or if the layer, the vinyl was too thick. Can you only do, you can do one layer. Like I said, if you use Mod Podge method, the E600 spray or 6000 spray, whatever it is, and you adhere your stuff that way and then you seal it, that's totally fine too. But like I said, everybody's going to do it differently than you, okay? You don't have to do it the same way somebody else does. I'm just showing you how I do it, okay? And it doesn't make them any thicker. Can you only do one? But no, most of the time, if I do a fine glitter on a cup, I do one cover layer over it and it seals pretty good. This was a chunky. This got 2 layers of epoxy on it. And then I sanded it, decaled it, sealed it. Okay? Just like that. So you're going to take your paper towel, your acetone. And I usually soak just the tips of my paper towels. Okay? What epoxy do I use? I use Amazing Clear Cast. I will show you the bottles when I get back over to my craft room. Okay? The more layers, the more protection. Yeah, it keeps, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to close that. Oh well, I won't. What do you use to sand it? I'll show you the sandpaper again when I do the, I'll grab it. So you're going to take I wet just the tip of this paper towel. I'm going to take it and rub the inside of this cup. It's kind of hard to do it at this angle because I have y'all sitting on the windowsill. Okay, I don't color my cups usually 100 different spray paint colors. Most of the time, like this one, I did a white base coat. Okay? See? You just wipe it all out. What's the minimum amount of layers of epoxy? It depends on your, Amanda, it depends on your method of application. Okay? But you want a good seal. That's very important with these. 220 fine grit sanding block. Yes, thank you guys. I never mind re-showing it, but I'm kind of over in a different area right now. So you're just going to take it and see it removes everything that's inside. Okay? You're just going to run it along the rim. And the reason I do the wiping down first is because whatever is over here that we're going to take off with our X-Acto knife, it softens. So if you have epoxy that you're going to be pulling off, the acetone is softening that little layer of epoxy on the rim. So when you take your X-Acto knife and you scrape it off, it all comes off in one strip. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I'll show you quite literally what I'm doing. Okay, and you're going to remove all of that. All right, you're going to take your X-Acto knife and let me see. Let me dry off my gloves because the last time I had still acetone on my gloves, I was taking the black paint off. You're going to take your X-Acto knife and you're going to run it along the edge of your rim. Okay? Let me see. See how it flakes off and it all comes in one piece. Don't push real hard so you don't scratch it. See the softening of it? Pulled it off in one piece. You see that? Helen, so excited you're live. Yeah, thanks. I figured I had lots of questions, lots of different things to do. Do you mind if I ask where you got those gold? I made them. All the wording I made myself. Image I pulled off of Google. If you want the file for my Golden Girls cup, I will drop it in the comments after the live. If anybody's interested in that, either say yes, do a heart or a like or whatever, how this works. And let me see, okay? So we're going to take that. See, look at this little strip right here. That's epoxy that came over the rim. It's softened with the acetone, and it's going to come right off. Okay? You're awesome. Please do. Yeah, I don't mind. If I like I've told you guys many times before, if I make it myself, okay? If I make that design myself, and I pull it off of Google, however, and I touch it up in my design space, I will give it to you guys to go along with my videos, okay? Totally fine. Hi, Kathy. So, okay, you're going to take your rim, and it's softened from the epoxy. You're just going to take your X-Acto knife and see it come off. Look, it's all soft. It's kind of a terrible angle to do this at. And it comes off. You see that? Just like this. You see that? Look at that. In a strip because it's softened by the acetone. Okay? Using a hot knife works great for me. Yes, a hot knife works too. Sometimes you can even heat this up over a little flame for a little bit, and that works great. But because I don't have a whole lot of epoxy most of the time on my rims, and when I wipe with the acetone, it softens the epoxy anyway. Okay? So that's why I never really bother with that. And my epoxy softens up a lot wiping it with that alcohol. And it's not a lot of alcohol. Okay? And see, I'm not scraping this like crazy. This is all flaking off. Just like that. Okay? That's a hard angle. And you don't want to go too far because you don't want to compromise the seal of your rim. Okay? How will you seal the... You don't have to seal it. You just wash it. You're going to You're going to clean the rim of the cup. You're going to wipe the inside with acetone, and then you wash with Dawn. You don't seal a rim. And see, it all just comes off like that. It just flakes off. That epoxy got soft. That little bit of epoxy on the rim softened up with the acetone wipe. See? And you're just going to wipe it off. You're just going to scrape your little knife right around the edge. Okay? And it all comes flying off. Well, not flying, but you know what I mean. Properly stripping and cleaning your rim is very, very important. Nobody wants a cup with a dirty rim or something that's real scratched up, sharp, bumpy, not properly cleaned. Okay? Beautiful cup. Yeah, thank you. It's just the rainbow swirl. I'll show you guys again. I've got another order for a rainbow swirl. So I'll show you guys how I do my rainbow swirl again. Thanks, Kathy. That's the only reason I do them. I've gotten such amazing feedback from doing these lives that I was not expecting at all. And I have appreciated all of it. So that's why I continue to make them for you guys. I don't mind at all doing it. I'm already doing it anyway. Okay? So you just keep wiping it out. You get all the gross off of it. Okay? You're going to go around, keep wiping it out. You're going to get it all off with the acetone. You're going to clean your rims. And I know I'm really red. I'm having a flare up from my, I'm super hot right now. Okay? You just take it all off and see it's not scratching it. It's just cleaning it up. Will this stay up? I missed how to prep a cup. Yeah, Tanya, this live will be saved on the page. Anytime you guys want to go back through and you're ready to do a cup that I did, search my name in a little magnifying glass when you go to the very first page of this group and type in my name and it'll bring up every video I've done. Okay? Yes, love your videos. Thanks. Agreed, her lives have helped me so much. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that so much. Hello, looking good again. Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay? And you don't have to press hard. Like I said, your acetone softened everything. All right? And it all flakes off. It gives you a nice clean rim. The inside of your cup is clean. Okay? Which is super important. There's no paint left over. You don't want to, if you leave anything inside your cup, you can end up poisoning your customer because some people take their cups and don't wash them even after they've mailed them and they'll try to use them right away. If you have any chemicals left inside of your cup, you can poison somebody. Always clean it properly. Wash very well with Dawn. Okay? Minded. Yeah, I'm sorry if it cuts in and out. I'm trying not to move around too much. I know that affects the signal. You are on the window, so I don't know if it's interfering with my connection or my kids using the Wi-Fi upstairs. Hey, Amber. So, and I mean, look. See that? I don't know if you can see it because of the sun. A clean rim. It's not real hard. Okay? You just make it nice and clean. I haven't done a cup yet, watching videos and learning things first. You're awesome, sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Kathy. That's totally why I do them. I'm trying not to fast forward. I know a lot of tutorials fast forward through so much. This group has really great tutorials. Myself, including LaDonna, including Bridget, those amazing women, they do great tutorials too. I know Miss Jackie from Sparkle Diva, she does great tutorials. You're going to learn something through everybody's different version of doing their cups, okay? I always tell them to wash before using because, yes, Christina, always tell them to wash it. You're just going to sometimes have those people, but if your cup isn't cleaned inside, you can end up making somebody sick. Which resin is best? Tiffany, I use Amazing Clear Cast. It works great for me. I don't experience chemical smells, nothing like that. This helped me already. I was using the knife first, then was cleaning it with acetone, then washing. I will use acetone first. Yes, Tracy, I use the acetone first, so whatever little epoxy is left inside of your cup, it softens it. Because you use acetone, most people use acetone to strip a cup. Use that chemical to your advantage, soften that epoxy, and it peels right off. So you do not need to seal the rim. I've seen people say you clean the rim, you can put gaps. If you're, April, if you are properly cleaning the rim and not pulling any of this off, if you pull this off, then you are affecting the seal. But I'm not pulling it off. Okay? Yeah, Tiffany, Amazing Clear Cast, I get it at Michael's. There's lots of lovers out there of Faux Rizzle, KS Resin, Promarine. Epoxy is dependent on the person, okay? One person can be allergic to one brand of epoxy and need to try a different one. There are also people who use Crystalac, which is a epoxy alternative. I have not used that because Amazing Clear Cast works fine for me. Oh, is there any way you can label the tutorials? Yes, I did label every tutorial. I'll usually put my Jurassic one. I put Jurassic Motherhood Tumbler Part 1, Glitter Swirl tutorial, Jurassic Motherhood Step 2 tutorial, things like that. Shh. So I did a chunky glitter the other day and patted it down. Joanne, yeah, sometimes the chunkies will still stick up. Sometimes they don't want to work with you. And then you just seal it. If it's not all going to lay down, that happens. Sometimes glitter is not, it's like our hair. It's not always going to work with us. It's going to work against us. All right. You're welcome, Tiffany. So yeah, there's no rhyme or reason sometimes when glitter just wants to be a pain, and you've got to just learn how to work with it. For chunkies, you just pat it down the best you can. You're going to have stray pieces that stand up, but that's why I seal twice my chunkies, and then I sand. Now look, let me show you. Just like this, there's no chips, there's no pull off, it is sealed. This epoxy, this layer is all sealed to the metal of this cup. This is how you know there's no gaps, your seal is not broken. If it chips down here, okay, if it does that, that means your seal is broken. Then you have to fix it. Hi, have you experienced any yellowing with the Amazing Epoxy? I have not. Now, a lot of people say it does. Now, let me show you. It's dirty because I've been using it, but this is my very first cup. I use this with Amazing Clear Cast Epoxy. And this was months and months ago. It has been out in the sun. It's been in my car. It's been out with me before quarantine hit. It has not yellowed, okay? All of the yellow sparkle was already in my glitter. This was glitter from Michaels. When I first started out, I did not go and drop a ton of money on materials, okay? I wanted to just do the basic first cup. Your basic first cup, you get the epoxy. Amazing Clear Cast is a great beginner epoxy, okay? I got a turner off of Amazon. Honey, could you turn on the air conditioner? I'm really hot. So then you get your popsicle sticks, your medicine cups, your snack cups. Where do I go to see your other videos? Kathy, all you do is go to the very beginning of this group page, the little magnifying glass in the top right hand of your corner of our page. You tap on that, you can search videos in that. You type in my name, it'll bring up every video I've done. Wet Dad Rams, you wet the and super. What do you mean, Tracy? That kind of, hi, what do people mean when they say wet sand? Oh, Rita. So what people mean when they wet sand, you're going to wet your sandpaper and you're going to wet your cup. And then you're going to take your wet sandpaper and you're going to rub it. That creates less dust, fine dust in the air that you're breathing in when you sand your cup. So say, let me grab my sponge. Say this sponge is a sanding block. Okay, this is going to be wet. You're going to take your cup and you're going to scrub it. Okay? How do you do the wood grain tumbler? Yeah, I'm just about to get to that. So you just wet. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. I wanted to show you guys how I do the rim. Okay? That's all I do with this cup. Now, this cup I will wash with Dawn soap really well. I'm going to set it over here on their main Amazing Clear. What was the name of the glitter that turned pink? Glitter Chimp Vanishing Pink. Lots of great glitter companies sell the Vanishing UV glitter. Then all that means is here in the house it's white. This goes out in the sun, it turns pink. Okay, there's lots of different colors. I just grabbed this when I got more of my Rainbow Mixology set. The Amazing Clear Cast on their main site is 20%. Yes, amazing savings off the company site for Amazing Clear Cast. And they did change their epoxy. It's a darker blue, which I think they changed their, I heard they changed their chemicals to prevent the yellowing. Okay, I'll show you the difference in the tint. Hey, I miss you. Is this the... No, Victoria, it's not really the new time. I might try to do it at this time. We'll see. What about wet sanding? LOL, that's what I... Oh, yeah, about wet sanding. Okay, sorry, Illuminlight.com. Yes, Christy, Illuminlight.com. If you use the coupon Amazing Savings, you can buy the epoxy 20% off if your Michaels or anything is out. Okay, thank you. I'm new, haven't heard. Yes, about Amazing and KS Resin. There are lovers of every single one. I'm going to try eventually getting some KS Resin after I use all of my Illuminlight to try it out and see the difference. Everybody just has a different favorite epoxy. Some people are allergic to one and use the other, and vice versa. That makes sense why mine. Yeah, Christy, I think they changed their mixtures, and the bluer tint in their epoxy prevents the yellowing. So I think they have changed it, and I will show you the difference. I have an old box and I have the new gallon I bought. Okay, so anyway else, that's how I clean my rims. I will wash this with Dawn dish soap, and it'll be ready for pickup tomorrow with my customer. Okay, so now we're going to go back into the craft room, and I'm going to show you everything else. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to start everything else. We're going to do the wood grain, and I'll show you the epoxy. So yes, let me put you here. So the blue tint, this is the gallons I just got. Okay. Wet sand. I was wondering, yeah, so when you wet sand, you're going to take your sanding tool. Will I see Mr. Panda? Joyce, I don't know if he'll pop up or not. We'll see. Depends on his mood. So, all right. I have some old bottles from Michael's, and then I have the new. Yeah, big difference. This is the old bottles of Michael's. This is A and B. These come in the box. There's no blue tint. You see what I'm saying? Okay? No blue tint. This is the bottle I recently purchased. Yes, that's what mine looks like. I'm loving the pumps. Thanks. The straws for the pumps came a little too long. I trimmed them and stuck these on. They sell the pumps on the site too. Okay? See the blue tint? What is this? B, A. So this is old A. This is new A. Has the smell gotten any better? I don't experience a smell, D. I never have. That's why I stuck with it. Do you see that? Old A, new A. They changed their mixture, and it's going to work on the yellowing. It's not going to yellow as much as what people said the old ones did. I haven't experienced any yellowing. Okay, and then B is the same. All right. What's the difference with the blue tint? So I think it's because they changed the mixture, because a lot of people said Amazing Clear Cast yellowed really fast. I haven't experienced yellowing in any of my cups. Okay, but I think to prevent any yellowing that people were talking about, they changed the chemical mixture, and now it's blue. The blue prevents the yellow from showing up. Exactly. The blue will cancel out the yellow, Victoria. It's not going to make your cup blue, but the chemical in with the blue is going to prevent it turning yellow in the UV light. Okay? Kind of like when you color your hair blonde and the color, the tint is kind of blue in your cream. Or purple. No, it's purple. Yeah. It works the same way. It's like hair. To cancel green and yellow, add blue. There you go, Victoria. Exactly the same thing. Why the changer? Because there were so many people saying that Amazing Clear Cast turned yellow on them over time, exposed to the sun and the UV light. So they changed their mixture. Okay, so we're going to start the wood grain. Okay, this is... All right, we're going to do the wood grain on this cup. I was trying to find, well, not this one. Let's do this one. I've already got it on a stick in a ball. Okay? I catch the rest of your live on playback. I got to go have, thanks, Victoria. Yeah. That's why I kind of try to go live earlier for everybody. I try not to make them super long, but I wanted to cover so much in this tutorial for anyone. And if you ever have any questions about my videos or needing information, you can freely message me or any of the great admins of this group. Okay, so we're going to take the yellow and we're going to start our alcohol ink. Now, I got my alcohol ink from Radioactive Glitter because they sell it individually by the bottle, by the color. I was not going to go and drop, what was it, 80, 90 bucks on Amazon for all the colors yet because I don't have a need for them. I buy my supplies as I need them, and that's how I build my inventory, okay? So the first alcohol ink I have is Teakwood, okay? Tim Holtz Teakwood. I'm new to everything and love the lives because it helps me understand better. Yeah, and that's exactly why I do it. I try to not rush through it, even though it does make my videos longer, and explain everything easier to be understood. So my first alcohol ink is Teakwood, okay? And it all depends on the color of your wood grain that you're looking for. If you're looking for an oak, a lighter wood grain, or if you're looking for a darker wood grain, okay? So for a darker wood grain, Teakwood is very, very popular from Tim Holtz, okay? And I got these from Radioactive Glitter where they sell them individually by the bottle. All right? The other great popular dark color for a wood grain is Espresso, okay? Tim Holtz Espresso. I know it's a little blurry. I'm trying to see if I could make it a little brighter. Let me see. Okay. Maybe that helps. Love Radioactive Glitter. She's the best. Yeah, it was awesome. I got them. I didn't want to buy a bunch of colors that I didn't need at the moment. So that saved a lot. Let me move this out of the... Nope, that's better. All right. This is the next one. This is what I'm going to use for the oak color. Please drop where you get the ink. Yeah, Joanne, everything I use... links, images, I'll drop in the comments. So this one is Sunshine Yellow, okay? This one is real popular for an oak color. You can do wood grain in any alcohol ink color you want. The method is the same. It's okay, Janelle. The video is saved in the group. You'll be able to, when this is over, start it from the beginning. And I've covered a lot in it, okay? And if you have any questions, message me. Another popular color is Butterscotch, okay, for a lighter wood grain. And then I have one that I saw. This makes a great gray wood grain, but I'm going to use it a little with my yellow to give my yellow a little more depth, all right? And this alcohol ink is Pebble, okay, just like this. All right, so we're going to do that on this cup right here. Thanks, girl. You're my fave. You're welcome. I don't mind at all. Anytime anybody has questions, feel free to message me. All right. This is a basic white tumbler from Michael's. Okay. I get 3 packs at Hobby Lobby and they don't have... Yeah, Joanne, that's why I went and I wanted to find a site that sold the bottles individually so I could buy the colors I wanted and not all the extra colors I don't need. When you're starting out with this, you don't necessarily have to stockpile everything to get started. I buy as I go, okay? I only get what I need and I build my my supplies that way. And it just works better for me. Okay, so we're going to take our white tumbler and I'm going to try to do this where you can see. You're going to take a paintbrush, it doesn't matter the size, as long as it's dry, okay? Dry bristle brush, kind of like the same where I did the red splatters with this. These are not special brushes. You can get any kind of paintbrush at the dollar store, art supplies, whatever you want. Okay? Dry bristle brush. I'm going to use this big one. All right? And I think I'll try... This is going to be wood grain peekaboo, and we're only going to do the first part because I did not print out my stencil yet. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will make it a wood grain, maybe I won't. Or a peekaboo. I think I'll just make it a light color. I'm trying to think. I'm going to use a black vinyl on it. I'm so glad you are doing this. I'm at my parent. Very stressful. Yeah, it's okay. So we're going to do a light color. And anytime you want to test your alcohol inks to see how you like it, Take a piece of paper. Let me grab one. Okay. I have one of my glitter catching papers that we'll use, okay? You're going to take your ink. You're doing it's okay, Joanne, I understood. You're going to drop it on the page, and then you can push it around and see if that's the color of wood you want. Okay? So I'll show you what each color looks like on the paper. This one is butterscotch. Okay? That's the butterscotch. Now we're going to drop sunshine yellow. I'll move it around a little bit. Alcohol ink dries really fast. Butterscotch, sunshine yellow. Have you done a watercolor tumbler with alcohol inks? I have done alcohol ink cups. I have not done the watercolor effect yet, but if that's something you guys want to do, let me know and I'll work on getting stuff set up for that. This one is teak wood, right? Yeah, this is teak wood. Okay. So, sunshine yellow, butterscotch, teak wood. And espresso. Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, I can do that. This one's espresso. So like I said, sunshine yellow, butterscotch, teak wood, espresso. And all of these are just depending on the color you want your wood grain to be. Okay? And then that's pebble. That little gray right there. All right? So I think I want to use butterscotch. Let's see how that looks, okay? Because if you don't like it with alcohol ink, you just wipe it with acetone and get rid of it. I would love where to start, and I'm a little scared. Yeah, I'll set that up, and we can do a tutorial on that. So we're going to take our tumbler, and I said what? Butterscotch. All right? I'm going to try to do this to where you guys can see it. We'll see. So you're going to drop it from the top, and then you're going to brush it up and down. Okay? That's how you're going to get your lines for your wood grain. Up and down. Have you tried using what is called chip brushes for applying the inks? They're really ratty looking brushes, but they give awesome wood looking strokes. They're very cheap and can be bought in a bag of about 10 brushes at Menards. Chip brushes. No, I haven't. I just use a regular brush like I've seen before. So I just use these cheap little brushes from the Dollar Tree. As long as you get that, the brush strokes are what creates the wood grain effects. Okay? So we're going to drop our ink at the top. It's going to run down. And I didn't drop enough. So let me try this again. It's going to run down. Whoop. And it dries really, really fast, you guys. Okay? And it doesn't look like much when you... And you can do... I've seen a lot of people do multicolor wood grains. Okay, it's going to drop down. And you're just going to brush up and down. The great thing about wood grain is it's got its own imperfections. Okay? And then I will show you guys how I saw to make knots. Okay? Okay? And it's going to roll around on you, and you just make it do what you want it to do. See, your bristles give it the wood. Your bristles are what's going to give it that wood look. Is that, you guys catching that? Okay, and I'm trying to come up and down for it. Chip brushes are a harder, firmer brush where the bristles are all different things. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll try to get some of those brushes next time. Okay. Y'all see the lines? And you're just going to drop it around the rim of the cup. You can do it upside down. Right there. After this is done, can you drop in the comments what colors you would recommend for a gray wood grain? Honestly, this gray right here, pebble would look great because this is already a gray for a gray wood grain. Your apply same ink color all around the cup. Yeah, Victoria, this is all the same butterscotch. Okay, I wanted a more oak pine looking color. Okay. And I'm just dropping it from the top. I let it come down, and then I brush up and down with the brush. Okay? So you're going to see it come down, and then I'm just going up and down. Like that. Okay? So this cup was just, it was washed, it was sanded, it was alcohol wiped down, and then it was spray painted white. Okay? No epoxy. No. No epoxy, Pam. So then it drips down. Look at that, guys. You get the lines from your brush. Okay? You drop from the top. Give it a nice good squeeze. And if you ever get any little spots you miss or that you don't like as much, you just drop it from the top again. Okay? And you bring it down. See, like right here, I don't like it, so we're going to bring it down. And that's how you do your wood grain, okay? You're just going to go around it and drop your ink from the top. You're going to take your brush and go up and down. See? And these are really great men's cups. These sell really well with the guys for hunting cups, things like that. Women too, And I mean, it dries instantly. Not instantly, but alcohol ink dries really, really quick. Just up and down. Oh, I'm not even in the camera. Can't see what you're doing. Yeah, Rose, I noticed that. I'm sorry. Would you put decal on that in epoxy or epoxy decal? I know some people straight drop a decal on there and do it like that. I might just do that. Do you only do one coat of ink? Typically, if you have a good enough coverage, I would only suggest doing one coat. But like I said, that's basically your crafting intuition on how you want. Now, if you want to do multiple colors, you could go through with a different set. Okay. And just up and down. And I'll try to move. Can you move the camera so we can see? Yeah. Okay. Let me turn it. Okay. So we're going to turn it like this. Drop it. Oop, and it's turning. But as long as you go up and down. Okay, yeah, it's doing that because I'm not looking at it. Okay, make it work for you. Just like that. Do you have to seal in between ink colors? No, I've never seen anybody seal between the ink colors. Okay, but that's all you're going to do with the wood grain. Okay, you're just going to go around your cup continuously. You're going to drop your ink. Take your brush up and down. Okay, and I really love choosing the butterscotch because it's just the right lighter color I was going for, because he's an oak fan. Oakish pine. Oh, I actually got glitter on there. Ooh, better be careful. Just up and down strokes, dry bristle brush. Just drop it and go up and down. This is a really great first cup to make, you guys, because it's so easy, especially for beginners, because you just drop and brush. I did a black one that turned out amazing. How do you make the knots in the wood? I'll show you guys. There's one really great way I saw how somebody did knots. I'll have to grab my paint remover. Did you do you did a black one? Yeah. I mean, I've seen some really great wood grains where they do them in different colors. I've seen turquoise, I've seen pink, I've seen black. purple, green. It's just basically what you're going for the effect for. Okay. Ooh, and I got alcohol ink everywhere. Okay. You're just going to keep dropping it. Okay. The great thing about it is because wood has its own imperfections. Okay? Your streaks and everything make it look just like that. What do you use to seal the ink? You can use your clear. I don't normally seal it because some people have had problems when they went to seal their inks that it turned green. But if I seal anything, I use my clear matte enamel spray from Rust-Oleum. Okay. So let's do the bottom. And the bottom's going to work the same way, only brush in one area. Okay? And I mean, wood grain is just so nice. And you can spray paint your wood grains in brown. See how it looks if you give it a little bit more drops in some areas? And it takes it just to how wood looks. Would really help. Okay, going for my first wood grain tonight. Thanks for the tips. Oh, you're welcome. Can't wait to start making tumblers. Yeah, wood grain's a really good way to start. And then, so you can take this and you can add a little bit darker if you want some darker spots. You make it look so easy. Can't wait. Oh, thanks. I just show you the way I do it. And I mean, this is how you get a lighter color. So you don't, yeah, you still epoxy it. You can lay your decals on this and, cause it's dry. Alcohol ink's already dry. And then you seal it. You use your epoxy as your sealer. Okay. So just like that. So I think that was one of the few things that I was going to make sure I covered. Yep. And that was butterscotch. Okay. You can use any of these colors. Espresso, antique wood are really good for doing the different colors. All right. And then the other thing, like I said, when I showed you I prepped that Golden Girls cup, I'm going to drop the care card, inside of my Golden Girls cup. So what I do is I print these out on, on cardstock, and I laminated them. You don't have to laminate them, I just did. And I cut along the outside of it, and I drop it inside of the cup. Okay. The color latte will turn green when sealing it, but will turn back. Yeah. Yeah, Jan. It was the latte one that I saw. What brand do you use? These are Tim Holtz, and I got them from Radioactive Glitter because they sell them individually by the bottle. Okay. So I think that's it. I do have to do another glitter swirl cup in the ombre, which I need to go outside and check on. So that was the wood grain. To do the knots, let me see. Let me go get my, I drop a raspberry tea bag on there too. Yeah, Kathy, that would work. Make the knot on the wood grain. All right, let me get my, I'm going to show you a way I saw somebody do a video on YouTube. Hold on. Okay, guys. I'm going to inbox you for a list. Yeah, if you want a list of everything I used, inbox me, and we'll do it that way. So what she did, I'm going to get a little cup. Okay. And I guess we're going to learn this kind together. I'm trying to think of a certain brush I have. I'll try this. This might eat through the metal. Let me get a metal cup. Last time I did that, it ate through the plastic. Have you ever done a tutorial on how to start a Tumblr business? No, I haven't, but I guess I could if anybody's interested in that. I guess just a way to show you how I started mine. If you want something like that, just let me know. So even though this is not conventional, just a tiny bit of acetone, just enough to wet your brush. And I'll show you what we're going to do with it. Acetone. Yeah, I didn't think anything about that either. But we'll try acetone and we'll try alcohol, which I have in a spray bottle. So we'll try alcohol first, and then if it doesn't get the desired effect, we'll try acetone. So there's acetone in that one, and there's alcohol in this one. So we'll try alcohol first. So we're going to take it and just dip the tip of that brush. And this is similar to the brush you use in the tutorial. You don't want it soaking wet. You just want it enough. Okay? Just like that. And then I'm going to show you how I saw the lady do it. So you're going to start, let's see, from here, from the bottom. And we're going to come up. Yeah. We're going to come up like this. Real light. We're going to keep the wood in there, the alcohol ink in there. And you're going to create a little hole. Okay? All right? And you're going to spread the rest of your ink to the outside. You're going to give it a little line in your wood. You're going to push it. Yeah, so it's alcohol, it's not acetone. Alcohol works fine. Okay? So it's going to start out looking like that. Yeah, I can, I'll do a tutorial like that. So we're going to just stick with the alcohol. So I put the acetone away. If I can shut this thing. Can't see. Okay. So I took the alcohol that's in here and I wiped up a little hole, and I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? I'm going to take this fine bristle brush, and it's got just a tiny amount of alcohol on it, and I'm going to make I'm going to push the alcohol ink and make a line. Okay? All right, and then I'm going to come up from the middle. There's other ways you can do wood knots, but I'm just doing how I recently saw somebody do it. I thought it was pretty neat. Okay? So you're going to get a little more. Dip your brush. Yes, 91% alcohol. And you're going to come up. You're just going to kind of keep bringing the lines to each other. Can y'all see that? So it's just going to give you, see what I mean by those little detail lines? And then I'll show you how to fill it in. So basically you're just moving your alcohol to give it a line around it. And I saw this lady do it and it was really cool. You're just pushing your ink over. And she used a really small brush. I need a little more alcohol in it. And you don't want a soaking wet brush because it's just going to make a hot mess. Just light. And this is like one of those crazy detail techniques. Okay. Y'all see that? Don't worry, I'm not going to leave it white. Don't freak out. And it still has all this brown residue. So all you're doing is making the lines with the ink that's left. So then you're going to take just a dab in the middle. See that? Just a dab in the middle and spread it. Okay, so you're going to take the alcohol, you're going to keep making your lines with that extra ink. They're like age rings. There we go. I saw it on a tutorial myself. And you know what I'm talking about with trees, the age rings. Not just a typical knot. I wanted to do an age ring. Do you see? you get little rings when you push that ink. And you don't put them together, you push it over. Okay? Age rings. Okay? And you're just going to keep doing, yeah, thank you, yeah. I saw it, like I said, I saw it on a YouTube tutorial when I got the order for the wood grain. And I thought it was different than seeing everybody else's wood knots. And I thought the age ring gave it more depth to the wood look. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody can do a knot and the simple knots, which I'll do, but I thought this was a lot cooler. It looked more realistic having the age rings on your cup. Okay? And you just push your ink. And don't push them together. You want the lines. Okay? Hello from North Dakota. Hello. You're all north and I'm all south. So then we're going to take it and we're going to take our dry bristle brush. Okay, with your ink. You drop it in your hole. Okay, you're going to keep your hole. Hi from Nebraska. Much detail. Yeah, I'm new and late. Can you please explain one more time? Deanne, this is just your basic wood grain, okay? Right now I'm doing an age ring, okay? And all right, and then you're going to push the alcohol ink down to your line. This brush had a little glitter still on it. Does the dry brush not pull your ring out? This is wet with alcohol. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. And it pushes the alcohol ink away. Hello from South Carolina. Hello. This is San Antonio. It's amazing how these things can reach all over the place. So you just take your brush and you're going to push your rings. Okay? Okay? Take your dry brush when you drop more in there. Drop a little more ink in there. Up and down. See? And you're just going to keep doing that. You're going to make layers, and then you can make as many rings as you want. Okay? And you can go through, and let's do a wood knot. I'll do a little darker. Let me grab... Let me clean this from the alcohol. When you added the color, when I added the color, I did not use the alcohol brush. I switched brushes and used the one that I made the wood grain with. Okay, so let's do wood knot. Okay. So all I did to make that little circle is I dropped the ink in the middle. All right, I let my ink move around. And I took my brush and I went in a circular motion. Can everybody see that? Okay. So later I'll go through and add more rings and stuff like that. This is already super long, so I'm going to pop off. And I hope I covered any basics. You guys have any questions, message me. I will always answer your questions anytime. If you need extra help, I hope you can follow along with this. Any other time I get a different kind of order, I'll hop on here and fill it in front of you guys so you guys can learn how to do it. Since you guys did want to see a video about how to start your own Tumblr business, I'll go ahead and set stuff up, get some things situated for you to see that I use to help me start mine. Okay, so I think that's it. That's the wood grain. That's how to make a knot. You drop your ink in the middle of your cup, and you're going to take your brush, and then you're just going to go in a circular motion like that. Okay, just like that. And then how I showed you with using the alcohol technique, you push your ink around to make your rings. Okay, guys? If you have any questions, comments, let me know. I will drop everything later in the comments when I'm finished detailing my my wood grain. I'll post a picture of it and so you guys can see it. I hope you guys learned something. If you have more questions, let me know. I absolutely don't mind doing this. I have loved all the outpouring of support from everybody, and I really appreciate it, guys. Okay, so any questions, help, I'll post it. Like I said, my craft page is H&M Expressions. You can see my cups on there. I also post them here in the group. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night, okay? All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.